your big day. It's your big day. It's your big day. It's your big every day I play in the sunshine is so heavenly. Oh, oh, oh. I feel it in my soul. Do you feel it in your soul? It's so big. It's so big. It's so big. Bingo day. Bingo day. Bingo day. Bingo. It's yo, 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 big day. Oh. It's your big day, yo.
Greetings, everybody. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's your big day. You know what it is. 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 We love you. We love you. This is the Vibe Guide. One on one. You on you. Yes, it is. It is straight up wild styles out here, everyone. It is straight up just wild styles. Wild styles. Fuck depression, right? Fuck depressy. Fuck depressy. I'm so done. I'm so done with depressy. I can't believe it. I can't believe how good I'm feeling. Oh my goodness. Ecstatically blissed out on a whole nother level. In the dizones. In the heart space. We are radiant. We are bright. We are open. We are divine. It's the best day ever. Can you believe that? Yes, you can. I know you do. I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want it. You want it. Bless up, Triiibe. It is the best day ever. We are going to give you the tools that you need. We're going to give you the one, the only, Mom. You know what it is. You know what it is. The vibe. Oh, we love you. We are loving you. So today, let's take a long breath before we get going, before, the host, the guide, the line of love forgets. Oh my goodness, we are loving you so much today. Sending you our light and love. Love and light, everybody. Namaste. Oh, right here. On 3, shall we? 1, 2, 3. Love, peace, serenity. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy right now. It's the best day, everyone. It's the best day. Oh, it's the best day. It's the best day. Yeah, it's the best day. It's the best day. Yes. Yes, why yes? It's the best. It's the rest. It's the rest. Say yes. Oh. So today we're gonna get really deep. Are you ready to give up being a surface dweller and just go a little to penetrate, to really dive into the higher levels and the deeper levels of the etherdom? Are you really ready to have the best day ever? I know you are. Today we're going to speak about something very specific. We're fucking depression. We're saying bye. We're saying bye. We're saying bye. We're saying bye. And that's a good thing. Every single time. So, what's interesting is continuums. Yeah, continuums. Continuums are very interesting because they're on and then they change, and the paths, they bifurcate, trifurcate, quadrifurcate. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Mom. So, how do you defeat depression? Once again, 2020, everybody. Good golly. Coronavirus. If it weren't enough already, we had to go COVID-19s. COVID-19s is. But let's get it in. If you're really depressed, and this is going to be tasking everyone. This is heavy. This is a lot of inner work. This is going to take a manifestation. This is going to help manifest your wildest dreams. Because happier people feel better. People who are less stressed out have healthier bodies. And they live longer and happier, and their life is more savory. Oh yeah. Don't you want it? In this transmission, you'll be getting the living mental construct that you need. To win. Win what? It's not about winning though, but it is about serenity. Do you know what happens when your life is aligned? Like in a way when it's calibrated, When it's calibrated, things are in sync. See, there's a thing called there is a thing called awareness. There is a thing called perception. And guess what? It gets real. Like super real. You know why it's so challenging to perceive things? Because the perceiver is also the one perceptualizing their perceptions. Isn't that interesting? The person who is on fire, if you will, is the same person who has to put the fire out. That's a very challenging feat. The healer is the same person that needs to be healed. That's challenging, isn't it? So we're going to work with your levels of perception today, because people are using different lenses, and sometimes they don't see the lenses. They don't see the lenses. They don't see them. They don't. They really don't see the lenses of perception, because they're living it. Because when you're in the middle of awareness, and you're sensing it, and you're living it, you're not necessarily the person who is in third person or zoomed out, perceiving what is going on and deciding what to do. Because normally when people pick a side, they stay there. They stay there. Because normally when someone picks a side, they stay there. People aren't too, they're not really here to acquiesce for everything that you want to do. They're not really here to sit idly by. Love and serenity, communication, interpersonal things, it's kind of like a competition. People are calibrating, they're looking at you, they're going, is this asset really worth, my energy? Is this really worth my time? Are we really exchanging at the same rate here? Am I getting what I want from this? So lots of time people are going to, they're going to hurt you. They're going to hurt you because they want to take everything. They want everything for themselves. They really do, because they can't get everything without taking everything. And so they have to. But let's talk about the solution. Let's talk about this long-term, the continuum. Let's talk about the continuum. There are certain kinds of stress that are really going to bog you down, and we really have to maintenance, delete, fortify everything. We really have to make sure that we protect our energy. And one of the things that's going to take your energy away the most are programs, are cycles, are things that are happening in your life all the time, over time, every day, in every way. So it's 2020. It's the year of the COVID. It's the year of the Liger. It's the year of changing it to something we never thought possible before. Because we're realizing what life doesn't do. It can't protect us. It's here to, we have to adapt to it. It's your big day. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I got you. You know, there's some traumas in our lives, a being's life, in one's life, that one can't get away from, and then they can't understand why it's there. Tribe, God, goddesses. I have a little story for you. Here's one. I suffer, personally, because I'm a vegetarian. Being a vegetarian, I mean, you would know. Being a vegetarian, what? Being a vegetarian, what? Creates enemies. Being a vegetarian creates enemies. Because people who aren't healthy or vegetarians are likely to be so contrasting to your energy and your lifestyle, your choices, your world view, that you literally are foe. For instance, here's a quick story for you, an anecdotal experience. So, I'm in the workplace. And mind you, during orientation, meeting the president of the company, HR, the orienters, everyone found out that I was a vegetarian. And the thing is, it was totally okay. It was totally okay. Until one day, I went to my designated location, and this is months, several months down the line. Everyone's seeing me eat vegetarian food every single day on my lunch break. One of my lateral managers said to me, "So we're ordering lunch." And I said, "Okay, well, that's exciting. I'll take the vegetarian option, and thank you so much." They asked me, they said, do you, and this is about problems that you shouldn't have to have, problems that are ongoing. Being a vegetarian is abrasive to people. Being who you are, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, or somewhere in between, the compromiser, it doesn't matter. Whatever you choose to be is going to be a problem. And that's extremely important, hey, because you really need to be able to get out of there. So anyway, they said, "Oh, wow, I can't believe this actually happened to me for making healthier choices in my life." They said, "Do you have a religious reason for eating a veggie sandwich?" Or whatever. It was a veggie sub, by the way. I didn't realize that one needed to be so deep to make profound health decisions about their life. Why would one have to address something like that? Do you realize how traumatic it is being alive with other humans? As we said, we are going to give you the tools that you need. But check it out. People will attack you for the greatest things that you are doing in your life. Isn't that enlightening? Because I personally believe that, generally speaking, one thinks that people would treat them well if they were doing well for themselves and being a positive influence and a role model for the world around them. Not true. Not necessarily true. Be ready. Being a role model, a good person, being ethical, doesn't mean people are going to treat you like the divine being that you are. Tribe. But we get to decide how we respond, don't we? But isn't that interesting? We have to focus on that. But isn't it interesting that you actually have to respond to begin with? Because this adds up. This is chronic pain. This adds up. This is the continuum. First things first, what's going on with that person's perception over there, right? What's going on with that person's perception over there? That's very interesting, isn't it? You are making a healthy choice for your life, assuming, let's pretend that, you've made a healthy choice in your life. If you can just embody that energy, I know you have, I know you are. And everyone hates you for it. Everyone wants to be a blockade, a what? A what? On that particular day, I was extremely appalled. I did not expect it. And that's when we get caught the most, because we're doing everything that we're supposed to be doing. We haven't hurt anyone's feelings. We haven't done anything, but here's what you need to understand. Being a great person is still abrasive to people who aren't great. You're making them look bad. You're making them uncomfortable. You're making them see things they don't want to see. It's dangerous being full of love and light. Fuck depression. Because they really want to take everything from you. Everything. So what is it? Is it because, what are they calculating over here in this situation, right? Because you try to think about it. Where's the rationality? Is it because they're going to have to ask if they have vegetarian choices? Is that rude to ask a company that? The truth is that most places do have something. So why are we even speaking about this? I mean, come on. Order the fucking sandwich. You're ordering sandwiches anyway. You're going to be on the phone anyway. Order the goddamn sandwich. Don't you just want to punch people in the face? People will put you in the most weird circumstances for you making positive decisions. Because they're not doing it. So you need to level up. You need to get out of that circumstance. You need to move somewhere. It's going to happen to you. I promise you. It's going to happen. You're going to be making great choices and people are going to step in your face. It's your big day. We love you. We got you. It's going to be okay. We have to buffer this energy. Let's ground this energy. I'm sending you my light. Smoochy smooch. It's going to be okay. Hang in there. There's some really great things coming down. Coming down the pipeline. In the future. And sometimes it's hard to hold out for the continuum to get there. Because there are things coming down the path or on the path that we did not anticipate or we were just not ready for. Being a vegetarian, I can't speak for every vegetarian. Vegans, shout out to you. Vegans, assemble. Vegans. I just have to give it up for you because everyone hates you. I just have to give it up to you because you're making sacrifices and you're being very conscientious with your decisions. You are appreciated. Myself, the world, the planet, the animals, nature, the ecosystem, the whole universe thanks you for being who you are. But we have to prepare because that doesn't mean that everyone's going to be very nice. Surprisingly, it's actually a surprise. It's actually a surprise. Who would have thought that you can be super sweet and still get slapped? So we're so Triiibe. Don't take it too seriously because I mean, be lighthearted. You don't laugh at people because there's a lot of people that are actually they're really actually like they're not calibrated or they're uneducated and they're hurting. One thing that I'd love to remind myself about is that at least 40% or so of the population is disabled in some way, shape, or form that you cannot perceive. In fact, one of the last companies that I was working for, not a medical company, 60% of the employees had some form of disability. You have to remember that not everyone possesses the glowing essence. Not everyone can appreciate who you are because you're just that different. They're gonna say some things that are really inappropriate. One of my favorite things about being a vegetarian, and this is lighthearted, but there's been some serious sweat, some serious shade thrown at me. And I know other vegetarians are having serious shade thrown at them for being healthy. Like, where's the protein at, dog? It's challenging being everything that you want it to be. Even if it's positive. It's okay. Please educate yourself. This is a living mental construct. Download this now. Download. Let the download seep in to your heart, your mind, your whole beingness. Let it reverberate within you. Allow it to clear the space. Other beings' ignorance it's their ignorance. And sometimes you're really in a tight spot when the ignorance is happening. It's like, well, you know what? I kind of needed this promotion, dog. Like, I kind of need this promotion, lovely being. I kind of needed this promotion, goddess. I kind of needed this promotion, which is why I submitted the best resume with the most education and the highest qualities. And, you know, and the reason I express so much excitement and showing up and doing whatever you need me to. And smager snakker om undergrundet. Smager smør det og smager det fascia. Mulo homben den så där dirty. Blogma. Slbon och det är mer. Så. No. Svårare det är det så kan det men då så jag går så budget det går då där det det smär. We love you. Embrace your weirdness. Embrace who you are. Embrace who you are. Embrace who you are, especially if you're not hurting anybody. If you're not hurting anybody. If you're not hurting anybody, you really gotta accept it. You really have to. You really have to. You really have to. You gotta accept it. You gotta be like, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yes. Yes. Engage those pelvic thrusters. Engage the hip thrusters. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yes. Orgasmic. Yes. Orgasmic. Yes. Yes. Orgasmic. Oh, yo. That's that, that silky milk, isn't it? Yes, it is. What you have to realize is that people are actually not attuned to the channel you're on. They're not on the same channel. So they're not hearing the same song. You know what that means, right? That means they're not jamming out to what you're feeling. So, with these chronic these manifestations on the continuum constantly manifesting and jumping all over you, and you're gonna have to delete some things. Oh no, oh yes, yeah, it's your big day. So what does that mean? That might be a relationship. That might be a relationship. That might be a career. That might be a destiny. Ouch. It's really cold out here sometimes, but we got you. It's okay. Detours or just remember that you're a great person, and a great person annoys people too. You know why? Because, well, if you're the light and people don't want to be in the sunshine, you know what that feels like, right? They're like, I would prefer a cloudy day, please. Like, I don't want this. Like, I would prefer like something different. Like, I don't really want like light today. Like, light is not what I wanted. I want a gloomy day. And gloomy isn't bad. I want a rainy day. I want rain every day. That's what I want. I want rain every day. I want rain every day. I want rain. I want rain every day. So do you see how you are really disturbing the frequency? Because if you're happy and you're great and you're ecstatically blissed out, people are still going to get frustrated. I'm sorry. People are still going to get frustrated. You're going to have to live with it. That's the part of being a radiant being. Ah. Oh. Ooh. Yes. Yes. I'm talking about you losing the weight that you always wanted to lose, and then someone telling you that you're too thin. You know what I mean. Someone going, well, you're too thin, you're making me uncomfortable. Someone saying, you're making me too thin. You're making me uncomfortable. You're making me uncomfortable. I don't like your healthy habits. They're disturbing me. Get out of here. I hate you. I hate how your pants fit. And I hate how everyone's giving you compliments. This is kind of wrong to say, but let's keep it real. Fat people don't like fit people. They don't. Because the fit person makes the fat person feel uncomfortable. It's happened to me. This isn't about being fat or fit or anything. It's about the differences. It's about the yin and the yang. It's about duality. It's about contrast. You can be as nice as you want to, but somewhere deep down, someone looking at you who's fit is gonna say, I really don't like being next to this person. Because this person is making me look kind of gross. You know what I mean? And you may be thinking the same thing. Maybe. You might go, well, seeing as society seems to support people and their healthy habits most of the time, maybe you wouldn't have too much, but it happens. It happens. You might go, this person's making me look kind of like I don't try, right? This person's making me look like I never gave a damn. Like we don't share the same frequency. It's not intended. It's just the way that it is. It's not intended. It's just the way that people feel. People don't know how to embrace the good when they're doing bad. Because you're making them feel so sad. You're making them feel so, you're making them feel so insecure because you're doing all the things that you were supposed to, that your mommy told you. You're doing the things that your dad told you, that the devil told you. You're not supposed to make good decisions. It will get you in the fire. The fire of hell. The fire of hell. The fire of hell. The fire of hell. 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 Be careful. It's crazy. There's going to be some, energy on the continuum that you have to delete. And that's what this is all about. Fuck depression. You're going to have to say no. You're going to have to say no. You're actually going to have to say no. I don't accept this. Because conflict, and this is what I love about the love and light, because a lot of people who are love and light, they rarely conflict with people with regards to, actually saying something. They just let it go. They're laid back. It doesn't mean that you're mean or anything, but one has to know. When you're making the higher choice in life, the more beneficial choice. We can have a conversation about it, I guess. But are we really going to feel bad that people, and it gets weird, right? Because sometimes people, you got to be careful. Be careful with your energy, because someone's going to get you off guard. They're going to be like, they're going to be like, you know what? You know what? I hate you for being awesome. God! I hate you for being awesome. God, I hate you for being awesome. Oh, you never made a bad choice in your life. You never had ill intentions in life all through. I hate you. That felt good, didn't it? Let's get a little. That felt good. We gotta do that together, Triiibe. You gotta get in on this. Come on now. On three, we gotta do a little. On three, we gotta flop it. We gotta flop the tongue a little bit. Okay. It's not annoying. Don't do this if you're being annoying to people. I don't suggest you do this in anyone's ear. I don't suggest you do this. This is between us. This is the Triiibe. Okay, this is healing. Okay. On three. 1, 2, 3. Because everyone wants to be so damn annoying to the good person. They're like, I hate you. I like being on the underbelly. I like being a demon. I hate angels. They're demons to me. Can you believe that? To a demon, a angel is a demon, and a demon is an angel. They wouldn't say it that way, by the way. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you are protected divinely by the light. Shine, shine, shine. Shine, 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 shine. Shine, 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 shine. It's your big day. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know how many haters there are there? I'm talking about people like you've treated very nicely. I'm talking people that you treated very nicely. Someone told me, dude, your big day is redundant. I was like, what? Shut the fuck up. You know you're not my friend anymore. Delete. You know you playing too hard, girl. You think a lover and a light being is... People think that you're going to just stand there and get bullied. Wowsies. People think you're just going to be a slave. People actually believe that they're going to just chew on you. Wow. They need to step back. 'Cause it's about to get ugly in here. It's your big day. It's your big day. So be careful. Because there are some, So be careful, because there actually are some nefarious people out there. And the thing about nefarious people is that they don't see themselves that way. They think they're badass. So at this point, we're really going to point out some things that you can really pay attention to, bring your awareness to, and focus on so you can alchemize the energy. So, what's one of them? The workplace. Your relationships. May I say, should I say, would I say, the government? Media. Friends, family, all of your interpersonal relationships. You have to really, the city you're in, the environment. That means the air. That means the water. That means the things that you hear. You have to take control of all of these factors. All these factors. And you gotta mitigate the energy. You're going to have to, you're going to have to delete some things. So here's what we advise. Be advised, this is a living mental construct, and implementation is of the highest importance. Okay, just in case you forgot, go ahead and totally subscribe. Give us a thumbs up, hit that bell, bang a dang. I love you. We love you. Share it, declare it. You know people need the vibes. You know people want it. Hit us up on the gram. Hit us up on all your social media platforms. Facebook, hey, we got you on there. We even got a Twitter for you. What else do you want? What else do you need? You know what I'm saying? Belly Bell. So the aforementioned areas of your life, you're really going to have to get those calibrated. So the idea here is you want to look at the center of your life. And you really want to have peace as the nucleus. If you were making a web diagram, peace would be at the center. Because from peace we get love, we get serenity. It's a safe place. Without 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 peace, people don't love because they feel afraid to, because it makes them vulnerable, because it makes you insecure. Without peace, people can't be happy. Without peace, people can't be the person that they wanted to be. People can't actually even dream. Not the highest dream they wanted anyway. You have to make peace the center of your life and build around it, build it up. So, did you hear those categories before? What we said work, all of your interpersonal relationships, even education. You spend a lot of time at work. I love focusing on work because it's your romantic relationships, your life plan. You know why? Well, because they go on and on and on down the continuum. They're going to be with you forever. The whole entire time that you're here. So you have to make sure that these things aren't toxic environments, that they're an actual asset to your peace. And if you can't, what you have to do is you have to do this anyway. But if you really can't, or if it's just going to be a really low transition, which slow is better than no, then what you have to do is make your house, your apartment, your loft, your hut, your cabin, your RV, your tent, make it your make it your temple. Make it the place of peace. Make it the aura. Make it that vibe. So when you return, you can actually fully regenerate and repair. Without fully regenerating and repairing, life becomes a very, 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 very hard place to manifest anything you actually want. Because of why? Because of the perception. The person who is perceiving is the same person who is the perception. So when something happens in your life and you can't really notice it or discern what is happening, it's because you're too in it. It's because you're too in it. For instance, here's a good example because some people, for instance, here's a good example because sometimes people can't really feel it. When you're sick, right? When you're sick, what happens to you? You're definitely not the same. And depending on how sick you are, what? You lose your appetite, right? You may lose your appetite. What else? You are now harassing everyone else because you are a disease waiting to happen. You are a virus waiting to happen. You are an infection walking around. And you have to make yourself a priority. You may not even taste your food. You may not, it's wow. Sweating, right? Purging. What happens when you're sick? You can't really, do you understand? You can't perceive the world around you because the world is not a priority at the moment because you're dying and you have to survive. And some people push through it. This is why it's so important to be healthy in your mind and in your perception and maintaining those perceptions. When you are sick, you are perceiving life through a lens that is agitated. Does that make sense? Have you ever been aching in your body and then something pricks you or there's some sort of additional discomfort that normally wouldn't be as sensitive or as, it wouldn't play out as this heightened, exacerbated feeling normally. Let's say you kick your toe on the edge of the couch. It hurts way more, doesn't it? It drains way more of your energy, doesn't it? You're so depleted already. You're like, ow, I'm dying. So too when you are sick because of your perception. So too when you are sick because of your perception. I mean, you don't have to be sick, like throwing up. You can't see the good around you. Let's mention the vegetarian analogy earlier. Well, why weren't they enjoying it? I'm making the environment healthier. Because their perception is sick. And the thing is, once you're on that channel, once you're on that wave of consciousness, it's adulterated. A happy person sees different than a person who is being overly critical or cynical or sad or angry. They're seeing what's going great. Which is also good for the immune system, by the way. These living mental constructs are critical. Look it up yourself. There are some people in your life, some beings, and they are destroying your immune system. Your adrenal fatigue, blurred thoughts, foggy. You have to love your day. And chronically, the continuum, right? This perception, it's a path. And guess what? You're going to go deeper in it if you can't get out of it. And then what? The energy starts circulating, starts oscillating. Guess what happens? It becomes who you are. That's why it's so hard being the person on fire, because the person who is on fire is also the person that needs to know they're on fire, and also the person that needs to know they need to put the fire out. And they actually need to put the fire out. And then what? Let's go down the continuum. Then you need to heal. Then you gotta look good. Then you gotta feel good. Then you still gotta do everything that you were doing before. If you want to be at the same level, that's a lot of work. So when you see a happy, radiant person, give them a high five. Say, you know what? You are making my day, and I just want you to know you're making everyone else's day. You're so pivotal to our global immune system. Triiibe. It gets pretty nasty. It gets pretty nasty. It gets pretty nasty. Oh yeah. It's going to be okay. But we can't really treat or move or do anything or make a choice. Remember this, you can't really call yourself making a choice when all of the choices haven't been exhausted yet. That means you're not really aware of what you should choose or what you could choose. So we are here to help enlighten you. We are here to help support you, to love you, so that you can do your one-on-one, you on you. So let's get a few more examples in here because we really want this to hit home. What if your workplace is very toxic? What if everyone is trying to just get you in trouble for everything that you do? Imagine going to the restroom, you're drinking a lot of water, you're trying to get your body purified. And they're like, you went to the restroom too many times. Drink less water. Or we're going to take that out of your pay. What? You're like, that's not that bad. Is it not? It's not that bad, huh? Well, I hope you have an alternative plan. That's positivity. I like it. Because most people, did you know that 60% of the nation is actually suffering from dehydration? And those who are dehydrated don't really care. They don't see you. Someone who's hydrated may still have to say something. But at least they're going to understand a little bit more. Right? That's insane, right? Come on. Oh my goodness, come on. Remember, your peace, your inner world. We love you. We out here, floating on a cloud of gratitude. Loving you, sending you that light. Oh, yes, yeah. Bye-bye now.